You might want to pause recording.
Did you carve your name into the dash?
No.
When did you do that?
I don't remember.
There's an N.
Yeah, I see it.
T.
I see. I don't remember
H.
doing that.
There's a A.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I genuinely don't remember that.
Hey, welcome back to our 46 Chevy truck build. It's been a quick minute since I released a video. Just a quick recap. 46 Chevy truck, barn rescue. Been stored for about 40 years. Me and my boys dug it out. Slapped an LS. 9-inch. All kinds of suspension goodies. 4-link Mustang 2. And this winter I'm working on a cab floor. Cab wasn't too bad. Some of my main structural points where the cab mounted was rotten, so I ended up got a little carried away. So here's our new floor. And today I'm going to work on a shifter. I showed this guy in a couple videos and it got a lot of attention, so I've been excited for this one. I got this guy on Speedway as a kit. It's for a turbo 350. I think it does C6. Pretty much any of your old school 3-speeds trannies. And it has a couple detents in there, as you can see. So this shifter right here, this part is for a manual transmission, but it bolts up here to the lower unit, so you got a lot more options. Came with the cable and this cool piece of plastic. So yeah, what do you think of that? That'll work good, won't it? There's no plastic going on this truck. It is getting nicer out. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm from Michigan, and we just got done with one of the worst storms I've ever been a part of. The storm part wasn't bad, but the damage it did, it was ice. Couple of the lineman crews I talked to that came up from Georgia, they were really cold. But they said the damage up here was like a multi-day Category 5 hurricane. These guys travel all over and rebuild communities from this type of stuff. But yeah, all the trees up here are just destroyed. It was weird. 14 days. It was, what was it? 10 days I didn't have power. I thought I was prepared, but water went fast.
Water boy, check this out.
There's water from a glacier in Alaska.
So anyway, that set me back a couple weeks, and here we are. We're back on the floor. Okay, back to the shifter. This part is designed for a manual transmission, and that's why I picked this, because I think it fits the truck well. It looks like the manual that came in it, and that's kind of what I'm trying to go from with this build. I've only restored one car in my life, and that was my 57. I was a kid. My dad taught me how to do it. It was pretty much take everything apart, paint it, put it back together. This is the first anything this extensive I've ever done. I've always just kind of wrenched on shit my whole life, engines, but I've never built anything quite like this. So I don't really have a style, okay? I'm just kind of winging it, and what I'm trying to do as this evolves, I want to add all the modern touches, but I want it to look like it belongs here. Like if they put an automatic in the 40s, this is kind of what it would look like. It's kind of my goal here. I tried to keep my body lines, not my body lines, some of these 40s design features. I'm going to do that through the floor, and I'm going to continue it down. So that's what I'm working with here. So I think this, with all the shifters out there aftermarket, this one I think fits the best. So, and then yeah, I'm not using that piece of plastic. And what I've been struggling with, it's taken me a couple iterations. I'm learning some of my tools and some of my limits with what I have here. I made this guy just out of 18 gauge. I bedazzled it, but I want to recess this shifter. I don't want the cables coming out here on top of the floor. Then I'm gonna have to tuck them under the carpet. I'm gonna have wires. You got your switches. I'm not gonna use this. So my goal here today, I'm going to take this guy and it's going under the floor. Okay, so this is going to be recessed down 1 inch. So my cables, my wires, everything. I have some grommets here. Everything will come out underneath, and then I started making another plate. We'll see if it fits, but this will cover everything. And then it came with this come with the leather boot. So everything will be flush. So that's my goal here today. So I had to put my seats back in so I could get my shifter location. So make sure we're not banging knuckles, and then it goes back without getting buried in the seat. So I'm going to pause everything. I'm going to rip all this out, and I'm going to lay this guy out. I'm going to lay this out from underneath, cut it, and then I'm going to weld it around here so it's flush. Alright? So hang in there. I'll be right back. Yeah, one more thing before I rip all this apart. I did finish skinning the whole floor. The last video I think this was the last one. I just did that front piece. So I am going to continue my beads through, and I'm going to panel all my sections, but I had to get it all in, and I needed it laid out. And before I lay out all my panels and draw everything, I need to get this shifter in, because that's kind of the center focal point. And then I could go through and do my panels and figure that whole design out. So I have been busy. It was just kind of boring shit, and it wasn't worth recording. So all right, now I'm gonna pull that out and hack it up. Okay, I got a little more trimming to do. It's close. I don't want to go too far, but I want it to be tight. I'm going to come around here and just TIG this corner in, hopefully. Okay, I threw the panel back in the floor because I realized once I weld this in, I won't be able to run it through my little baby bead roller here. I only have an 18-inch throat, and then this guy sticking out the bottom like that, I won't be able to spin it. So I'm going to lay out a couple lines here and see if I can get a panel. I might have already screwed myself because I tipped that edge up, so I don't know. Hopefully that's not too tall. So all right, I'm gonna throw some lines in this guy, and then I'll tack weld that. Be right back. A little bit more to go. Just a pro tip, don't drink one of those before you try to TIG weld. Makes it a little more challenging. Okay, I'm gonna let that cool, grind that up, throw it back in the truck. Hey, there we have it. It's back in. Here we go. I think before the end of this video, I'm going to roll out these panels so I match, and then I'm gonna weld these corners so this whole front will be one piece, and then I'll figure out the rest. I still have to figure out where I'm gonna mount my seat belts, and everything back here is just kind of on hold, so I'm gonna work on that. But we might as well throw everything in together. I did my e-brake. This is my Suzuki e-brake. And then I did put a hole up here for my cable. I did have it in there. It is kind of a real pain. So I'm not going to do that again until it's final. Alright, there's the shifter, and then where's my plate? And here's my beauty ring. I gotta go to the store and get some bolts. And then this came with the kit, came with the Lokar, this part. And that holds the, I don't think it's real, I keep calling it a leather boot, I doubt it's leather, but and there it goes like that. Alright, I'm gonna tack this guy in, pull these whole panels out and weld it. Come back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I tacked about 2 inches all the way down my seam. I got it out on the bench here so I can be a little more steady. And I'm gonna run these beads. Okay, there's one side. Do the other. Straighten this corner up. Can't get that to lay flat. Alright, halfway. As good as it's gonna get today. It's just a floor. Cover it with carpet. I'm gonna throw it back in. Back where it belongs. I like it. It's awesome. There. That's kind of what she looks like underneath. Okay, I'm back. New day. I had to get the heater out. Yesterday it was 60 degrees, sunny. I almost needed to cut the grass, and now today it's snowing, so that's just lovely. I went to the store. I bought some fasteners. I bought these little guys here. They'll countersink nice and flush. And this 5/16, that's a little much for that little plate, but this is, I bought this guy probably off Speedway or eBay or something. I'm sure it was under 50. But that, unfortunately, I had to drill the hole out that big to get to work. So it's a little oversized for what I need, but these are nice. These are stainless. And let me see, here's the other one. This one I bought, I know I bought this one from Speedway. This is what I use to make, these are my seat locations, my seat bracket for my buckets. And I use this guy. This one's a lot nicer, but it's bigger. Because these, that's how those look. makes it look finished, like it's supposed to be there. And I wanted them raised up. It was easier to weld onto my subframe. And then my seat bracket. The seat bracket I made fits right over top of them. This little channel. Anyway, that's how I ended up with that. Now, it's real easy to reach under here now when I got the floor like this, but in the future that's kind of going to suck. So I'm going to weld a nut on the bottom, and then the same thing here with the shifter. These are the ones that came with it, and I've never seen those little brass nuts before. I don't know if you could see, focus. They're oval shaped. I think they're just a one-time use only. Gonna tear the threads up. I don't know, I've never used those. So I got some different nuts. We're gonna weld those on the bottom too, so that me, myself, and my one-man crew here could do that by myself down the road if I ever need to take it apart. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna peel this panel out of the middle, flip it over, bolt everything tight, weld it, and then hopefully that'll be the final install. Okay, hang in there. Okay, got everything back together, got my seats back in, shifter in, plate on. Just one more thing to do. It's funny how you always show up when the work's done.
Okay. Well, it's a coincidence. It's a happy coincidence.
Yep, it's nice out. Anyway, I got E out here because we got one more touch. You gotta do the finale. Ready?
Yep.
Trade you. That's a $150 shifter. Please don't strip it.
Something's off here. I can't get the coils stuck on.
Did that little adapter come out?
Does this just go right in there?
Yeah, it's different. That was some eBay thing, and the threads are different, so I had to buy that. There you go. Cool. Lucky 13.
Now I gotta find a
Unlucky 13.
name for this.
Yeah, we gotta name it. We gotta name it something with 13. How's it work? That's in park. You gotta pull that reverse, neutral, drive. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Cool.
And just at all costs, don't do this.
Fits good, right?
Yeah.
Feel good. I'll go all the way back to first gear. It's not too far deep, is it? So if you're driving. And then, oh yeah, look at the e-brake. Look at the e-brake. It's kind of tucked way in there though. Can you reach the e-brake? See, it would, hopefully it's in park when you do the e-brake. So it'll be up there like that.
Yeah. But
And there's no cable hooked up, so it just kind of feels loose. Are you pushing the button?
what?
Push the button when you do it. There you go. Cool. Alright man, what do you think? Should
Pretty
we wrap
good.
this one up? What's next? I don't know. What's next? I have probably gonna do something up here. I got a brake pedal I'm trying to get set in there. I have a steering column. That's probably what I might do next. I might do all the pedals in the steering column up into this area. I think I found a gas pedal that might work. This guy here. This is out of another Ford. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, cool.
But I think with this, the way this bracket is, I might be able to work something out there. So I got pedals to do, steering to do, steering wheel. I don't know. That's probably next, and then I'm gonna make some kick panels. Oh man. Cool. So after this floor is done, I got to take a little break because the weather finally broke. My pole barn package is at the store, just waiting for them to be able to deliver it. Clearing out some trees in a hill, moving some earth, flattening everything out. I got to get the site ready, and got a big old tree down. I got to get all that cleaned up. So I'm trying to get this floor done, get the cab back on the frame, and then I'm going to take a little break. We've outgrown this shop rapidly, so that's my spring plan. So hopefully midsummer we'll be in the new location. So
And that pole barn, so we can put this thing in there because
yep,
the garage is kind of a mess.
hopefully I got enough cash left over for a lift.
Money.
That would help. So I'm just doing some B-roll. Okay, that's it for that one. Thanks for following along. If you made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And what else? What do you got?
I mean, just tickle that bell for more videos. See ya, citizens!
See ya!